So it fit that also we could have a conversation with you to just get to know how you've progressed, where you were born from, how you grew up, when did you get into the musical scene, when did you decide to be a bass player and all that. So I'll just start with the biodata.
The biodata.
Yeah, where was Amaya?
Okay.
Born from? Where did he grow up? Ama alizaliwa nje ya Kenya. Yeah.
Well, Amaya here. I was born in Nakuru. That's where I studied. Primary, high school, nursery, if such a thing still exists. Yeah, that's where I studied before I came to Nairobi. I came to Nairobi around 2021. Yeah, 2021 September, when I was joining campus. Yeah, so where did I start? So I've always been obsessed with music, much like any other musician, since the age of 3. So it was so engraved in my mind, that even when I would sit perhaps in a matatu with my mom from, her errands, I could, how the car, accelerates and decelerates, that noise that it makes, I could hear some sense of musicality in it, there was a bit of musicality in it. So I guess music for me has been with me since, I developed a sense of self-awareness. So that was around the age of 3. So around the age of 9 is where we joined this really, really good church that had really good music. It was called Jubilee. It's called Jubilee Christian Church Nakuru. That's where I transitioned from to join Rock Rivers fully before I joined campus. Yeah. So when we, transitioned to that church from, the church we were when I was like 3, 5, I really went, and that's where I was exposed to like really, music that is thought through, has some sense of, arrangements and stuff like that. Yeah. So I started learning drums. So drums was my first instrument. So actually, the first time I played in a service, I was 10 years old. Yeah, so I've been in the music industry for most of my life, as young as I might be. Yes, I might have been like in the music industry, like span, with all these great musicians, the span I've been in the music industry, I might say we have been in the same time, So that's where I started learning drums. So I still wish I could play drums, actually. Honestly, I still wish like I could be still gigging on drums. So that's where I learned drums. After learning drums, around the age of 12, I think I was in class 7 or class 6, thereabout. I developed, some interest in melodical instruments. So I started, playing keys, learning the keys, learning the acoustic guitar. Then, bass did it for me, So I learned the bass around the time I was joining high school. I was in a mixed day school. So I didn't go to boarding school until Form 4. So I had the opportunity to learn bass that whole time. So yeah, I learned bass, church. So I've been a church boy.
Entirely.
Yes, because in that church is where my sister is a worship pastor. Actually, all my 2 sisters are worship pastors. We have done we did a live recording with them last year. By the grace of God, we have released some songs on Olichiri Music. Go check out Olichiri Music. So yeah, that's basically it for me. Okay, so after learning the bass and all that stuff, campus came, the time to join campus. So I came to Nairobi around 2021 though. So that's perhaps the reason as to why nobody knew who Amaya was. Not that I actually care who anybody who knows me. I just wanna play music, and that's all that really matters to me. Yeah. So I came to join campus. I actually got kicked out of CU because of dreads. On the first worship night, I was in first year. I don't know if it was because I could express myself better on the bass more than the fourth years or the third years. But let's just say they kicked me because of dreads. But I just thought it was some really foolish reason. But yeah, I got kicked out of CU first year on the day of worship night, and we had rehearsed. Imagine you're a first year, you've come to Nairobi, you just trying to work with different musicians in campus, and they conspire against you. So immediately after they kicked me out, that's when I started actually gigging, looking for gigging spaces perhaps. So started looking for church gigs. So I met a friend through a friend who used to play with back in Nakuru. He's called Jason Jenga. Shout out to Jason Jenga. He was the musical director for my project last year. So he's a really talented guitar player, and he's also really talented on the keys. He arranged songs on the project. He wrote some songs on that project. So through Jenga really, was really instrumental in my developmental phases as a gigging player. So through him, I got to, what did I get to do? Tired.
You get maybe to know now.
Yeah, to know how to start gigging. How to. So that's when I really got even exposed to more arrangements. Working with perhaps live enhancements or half-life. That's around 2021. Really, he taught me a lot of stuff. So I really owe it to him, because through him, he really shaped me during that time. So I owe a lot to him. Yeah. So shout out to Jason Jenga.